Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalang.
Hare Krishna, welcome to our channel. Bhagavad-gita, here it is, because we have it, Bhagavad-gita as it is, translation and commentary of it by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And my name is Lavangela Tika. We are in the 11th chapter. We have just seen, or Arjuna has just seen, Krishna manifest in this Vishvarupa, this universal form, with many heads and teeth and effulgence, and everyone is drawn into the mouth and crushed, and what is this? And Krishna has responded, Kalosmin, time I am, the great destroyer of the worlds. And that is it's a very mystical, unusual vision to have, but it is actually the underlying truth of all existence in this world. There is time, and time will in time destroy everything. There's nothing we can do about it, and we don't want to fall into that, how to say, moroseness, dejection, hopelessness. No, we just want to be informed in our choices in life. We want to have some knowledge of reality, and that is a very big part of reality. So Krishna is saying He's time, He's that energy, He's that force, that there's really nothing we can do about time passing. There's nothing we can do about that. But we can utilize time in this world, in this life, in the best possible way. I'm going to read text 33 today. Tasmat tvam utishtaya sholabhasva jitva shatrun bhunkshyarajang samriddham maye veitini hatha purvameva Nimitta matrang bhavasavya sachin. It's interesting. Some of the verses I recognize all of it, because there we often hear the whole verse quoted. But here I recognize one line. Last verse it was Kalosmin, time I am. And in this verse it's Nimitta matram bhavasava sachin. Therefore get up, prepare to fight and win glory. Conquer your enemies and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement, and you, O Savyasachi, can be but an instrument in the fight. Yes, just become an instrument for Krishna. Purport. Savyasachin refers to one who can shoot arrows very expertly in the field. Thus Arjuna is addressed as an expert warrior capable of delivering arrows to kill his enemies. Just become an instrument, nimitta matram. This word is also very significant. The whole world is moving according to the plan of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Foolish persons who do not have sufficient knowledge think that nature is moving without a plan, and all manifestations are but accidental formations. There are many so-called scientists who suggest that perhaps it was like this, or maybe like that. But there is no question of perhaps and maybe. There is a specific plan being carried out in this material world. What is this plan? This cosmic manifestation is a chance for the conditioned souls to go back to Godhead, back to home. Yes, we look at this world and we can look at it in many ways. It's like like when we're seeing the hearing about this universal form, there is death and there is destruction and there is pain and there is time we can't help do anything about. There is death. And then we can have the slightly illusioned idea that this world is a very beautiful place that we can enjoy. We can, smell the flowers and enjoy the sunshine or the sunset, either way. But both of those realities are there at the same time. So what we really want is to have this vision for what this really is like. And in a way, this world is wonderful. In many ways, this world is wonderful. And in many ways, this world is terrible also. But when we hear from Krishna, when we hear from the scriptures, we have the Ishopanishad that kind of begins with the Om Purnamada Purnamidam. Krishna, the Supreme, he's complete. And from him, many complete units emanate that are complete in themselves. So this world, this planet, is a limited thing. But within it is everything that we need. So the universe is a lot bigger, but it's also limited. And within it, there is everything we need. But ultimately, this world is here for us to give up this world. And not in a, how to say, whimsical show of renunciation, but by actually realizing how we belong in the spiritual existence. So for that purpose, this world is perfect. If we look for a place to enjoy and be happy and not have to worry and not have to suffer, and this world is not perfect. Like I was hearing a story, and I don't know if it's true, but somebody was staying at a hotel and they came down and they were complaining. Yeah, I don't remember it exactly, but in the hotel room you have a telephone and you have a hairdryer. So they brought one of them and said, our hairdryer isn't working. And then you look at it and it's not working for drying your hair because it's the telephone. Or maybe it was the other way around. Our telephone is not working. No, it doesn't work as a telephone. It works as a hairdryer. So if we think this world is going to give us happiness and peace and prosperity, no, that's not exactly what it's for. It's also not a terrible place where we will just suffer and suffer, because it's temporary. And that vision is a little difficult to hold on to. We cannot just tell ourselves, yes, we are eternal and this world is temporary and it doesn't matter. But we come here because we turn away from the spiritual existence. And we stay here as long as we keep that attitude, that mentality. And the way to turn it around is to realize our spiritual nature. We are eternal, full of knowledge and bliss. We are eternal parts of Krishna. We are always connected, related to him in loving service, in a loving relationship. And being in this world allows us to try out our theory of enjoying separate from Krishna. We're not locked up in a little box. We are not put into a unconscious state. We are here. We are trying and we are trying. But by trying and trying, of course, we are creating a lot of karma, because we give out some suffering. We will take it back for ourselves in the next life and so on. But we are gaining experience. We are testing our hypothesis. And we're coming to the conclusion, no, it's not working. It's not working. And then, in this world, we have the opportunity to take up self-realization, to take up Bhakti Yoga, to realize Krishna's presence in this world. So therefore it is perfect. But if we think we're going to make a phone call in the hairdryer, we will be disappointed. But if we know what it is for, so that's here what we can know. And in this specific situation, in this battle, yes, the cosmic manifestation is a chance for the conditioned souls to go back to God and back to home. And that's what it is for. As long as they have the domineering mentality which makes them try to lord it over material nature, they are conditioned. But anyone who can understand the plan of the Supreme Lord and cultivate Krishna consciousness is most intelligent. The creation and destruction of the cosmic manifestation are under the superior guidance of God. Thus the battle of Kurukshetra was fought according to the plan of God. Arjuna was refusing to fight, but he was told that he should fight in accordance with the desire of the Supreme Lord. Then he would be happy. If one is in full Krishna consciousness and his life is devoted to the Lord's transcendental service, he is perfect. Yeah, so we're hearing about the plan of God. And then we're wondering, or that is a very common argument against God's existence. If there was a God, why is there so much suffering? But it's not that Krishna is playing us like marionettes, like puppets. He's allowing for our free will. And we are kind of drawing our own, setting our own direction in life. The thing is, we're in the material world. Whatever body we're in, it's going to have to die. Whatever activity we are performing, it's going to come back to us in the form of karma, good or bad, or mixed, forever. So this world is set up so that all of us, all the living entities around us, life after life, we are combining and connecting with our karma by the arrangement of Supersoul in the heart, because there's no way we could arrange that ourselves. We can barely manage to go through a crossing if the what you call them, the red and the green lights, if they don't function in one of the bigger crossings, everything comes to a standstill. And that's just a small combination of cars going in 4 different directions. In this universe we have so many living entities. I was going to say unlimited, but there is a certain number of living entities, but we can never calculate that number. And they're all living and dying and trying to enjoy and meeting each other. And you have a tree growing because somehow that living entity had that karma to be stuck in a tree's body for years and years. And at the same time it produces apples. I like these apples, so I can eat them. Or there will be all this. Everybody is connecting because Krishna arranges for it. So that's one side of the plan, that opportunity to give us the chance to try and live our lives without him. And then there's the other plan, like yuge. Krishna comes in all the different ages and establishing religious principles, because without dharma in this world, then there is no instruction, there is no manual, there is no way out of it. So Krishna doesn't just drop us here. Like, I don't know, there is this book about some children that were stuck on an island, Lord of the Flies, without adult supervision, and they just kind of start to fight each other because they can't handle it. This world is not like that. It may look like that. It may look like, all these people are coming together and trying to grab for themselves. But actually, Supersoul is in there and in everyone's heart. And we have the scriptures that are coming from Krishna as a sort of manual how we handle life in this world in the best way, and also with the direction of getting out of here. So in different ages these manifest a little bit differently. In this age Lord Chaitanya came and brought the chanting of God's name, the Sankirtan, Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. In other ages there were other forms of the religion, but the religious principle is to wake up the souls to their eternal relationship to Krishna and to establish that relationship again, and to not get sidetracked or distracted or pulled down or illusioned by this material existence. So in this specific situation in the Bhagavad-gita we have a battlefield which is not your normal everyday situation, but things have come to such a point that it has become necessary. So Krishna has a plan, and we can be part of that plan. We are all invited to be part of that plan. But if we want to give it another try, have another spin in this world, then Krishna will never force us. But it is good to realize what this world is like and what this world is for, and how we can actually use this human form of life to make an informed choice, to make a decision of what's this going to be, this life. Are we going to just get spun around for a few more lives, a few hundreds or thousands or millions lives, or are we going to actually do something about it from the perspective of the Bhagavad-gita? So that is Krishna's recommendation. So that's what we're trying for. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for watching. We aim for updates every Tuesday and Friday. Please come back. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down there. We also have some links and information for you. And there is, of course, the subscribe button. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
I'm a Hare Krishna, and I approve this message. Subscribe.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,